What's up everyone, my name's Haku and welcome y'all to a new Inazuma 11 Ghost Strikers video on my channel. We're back with the Icicle Palace Just-Inazuma tournament. And this is our first match, now in the losers bracket, where our opponent for today is Kobrex. As you'll be able to see, the team has changed a little bit. But we're here to do our best regardless. Great defense from Kobrex off the kickoff, I gotta say. Person over Premixy Tenma. He's playing perfect jungle actually. That's a free Kirin up for grabs though. Or maybe not. The ball passes over to Tayo, so we just use a charge. It's okay, as long as we keep the Miximax. Shouldn't be too much of a bother. In comes our first author. We haven't seen his goalkeeper yet, so we'll see what happens. In comes Tayo. The ball goes all the way forward to Tenma, but Kazemaru's first. Intercepts. He advances with Faye, but our Kazemaru's there as well. Puts an end to his advance. He's playing Faye as a forward. He's playing the bow and arrow formation actually. Cool to see. There's a Tsunami as well. For those of you wondering, my wrist is still as injured as ever. I am wearing a bandage right now. Oh, and Faye is not charged up yet, so the short pass actually turns out to be quite the mistake. But it's alright. Faye's on the way. He can't no-mash. I don't know where he's going with this. Pushes forward. But Tayo's there to stop him. But even if he shot, he would have the same base as our goalkeeper. Namely Shinsuke. Which does favor us by 2.75%, turning it into a 47.25% chance of scoring a goal. But now it's our turn to attack. Tayo brings the ball forward. Over to Torb. The ball goes long onto Kazemaru. And he hero times in to stop us. We use it as a Tenma charge. As he takes the ball from us with his hero time. Very interesting play. But the ball goes forward in a blind pass. And that blind pass is just what Sakuma needs to intercept. Takes the ball. Gives it over to Tsurugi. Tsurugi can push here against Shinoyama. But there is a Toko now. The ball moves around a little. We stay on the outside. Tenma shoots with the Icicle 11 Hado, 17 RNG, 213. He does need 18 RNG to stop this. And Toko does actually not reach it. Does he get the RNG? No, he doesn't. Gets 14, but that is not enough. It's 1-0. And the Toko ring gets disabled now. Perfect. '15th minute, it is 1-0. He's playing several phases, I can see. I'm scared of Tenma since we do have Shinsuke in goal, so we just use Saru to initiate. Ball goes over to Faye. We've got Kirinu here. Is he just trying to shoot anyways? Nope, pass it back. But our Tenma's there again. He's placed in defensive midfield after all. I think that is the end of his Mixmax though. But he's done well. He's fulfilled his duty, scoring a goal. And that is a crazy mistake for us to do, since corner no meshes are authorized, but to our luck, he ends up failing, giving the ball to us again. And it's yet another Tenma on the attack. This scene feels oddly familiar. Oh, and Tsunami actually beats us out, since he's playing perfect tower Tsunami. That is really interesting. For now, Zanark is forced to use a charge against our Premixy Fae. Premixy Fae is gonna come in really handy later on. Doesn't take out Kazemaru. Tries to give the ball forward, but his Fae just shoots it on his own. Thanks to an unfortunate misinput. Now this is a very favorable matchup for Saru, who can now bring the ball forward, hopefully. As he draws in on goal. One more dribbling in the way. And I hope we have one more Mixmax charge left for the cash-in. If we don't, that wouldn't be that bad. He's got a hero time to defend realistically, but his Toko did just charge up. We're shooting anyways, we've got nothing to lose. I mean, it's Saru against the wind element goalkeeper, so even with our 217, he only needs 2 RNG to save this. So my goal is to bait him into using perfect tower, which he does. So now Toko will be out of order, at least for a little while. He could have used Crystal Barrier actually, and he would have gotten just enough RNG to block the shot on his own, even without the block. Now it's his Fae on the attack. We're gonna let him pass since I think he beats Kirino anyways, and aside from that, it uncharges his Mixmax, which is not something I mind. And he does the same with Tayo in a way, letting us pass Tenma as to not uncharge him. Smart play. He tries to hero time stop us, but it's unsuccessful. So he just eats the ball forward over to Faye. We just punt it back blindly, but it starts lagging. Now the ball goes back into our territory. Our Torp takes it off his Torp, and I think this is where we Mixmax to get some time off the clock as well, and to create a clear passing path onto Tenma that could bring us the second goal. Tenma's right next to us. Mixie Torp goes in. And that's Kogure, the only one we absolutely cannot beat ever. If he initiates, very unlucky. I was hoping for Faye to come in there. And he actually gets another chance now over Tenma. Shoots the armed. It's 200, just out of our catch range. Can he actually score this and evade the Kirino block? Oh my god, he can! I could have sworn the ball passed through the ring. But it doesn't matter too much, the game says no. And Kobrex actually ties the score just before halftime. Which means now it's on us again. But his offensive Torp stops us before we can even do so. Our author Tenma's taking severe damage, as Kobrex Mixmaxes his own Torp. The question is, who's he gonna shoot with? He's got no one that's ready to punt one out. I don't think that's Premixes on Arc anyways. And that is an interesting strategy. Just shoots it. We'll see where that leads to. But for now we just block it. I'm just gonna heal up Shinsuke anyways. And that is the end of the first half. 1-1. Kobrex is playing this really well. I kinda like his team. Bringing in Perfect Tower as well. But now it is time for us to start playing. Premixi Faye can stay in, Zonar comes in, I reckon Faye comes in, Kinako comes in, Fran comes in. Actually, let's move Fran up here. Faye, Kirino, Zonark as a backline. Saru needs to go. Or maybe we don't use Fran and just do this. With Kinako there, we've got Faye here. We're gonna give Tenma the kick drink. We're gonna give actually none of these the guard drink since it really doesn't matter. So we can put the noodle ball onto Shinsuke and the skewer onto Faye to get us one shot out. Our keys stay the same as usual for catch, for kick, and the game resumes. Brings in Hakuryu, he switched to Senguji. Smart move. I have got Zonark in defense now. But for now it's Hakuryu who needs to waste his dribbling against Faye. The question is, what keys is he playing? Because I don't think I saw any Tsurugi or a catch key giver other than potentially Torb. Before he can chew with Tenchi Raimei, we get the Faye Mixmax out. Tyranno's all we need. And he knocks Faye away, but meets his end at Kirino, who stops him without even losing the Mixmax. Now it's his Torp who's searching for a way out, dribbles against Zonark. He can't no-mash, which is why I'm not actively defending in this situation. Mixmax is Faye, but what's he gonna do with him? He shoots with the level 2. I guess he's trying to force us into using TP on Shinsuke. We've got Sakuma there, who just essentially sucks up that shot. And punts it forward onto Kinako. Tsurugi stalks around the rise. He comes in to annoy us. Shoots with, dribbles with Faye. But I don't think he hits on arc. Ball goes over to Faye again. We've got our own Faye here. Shoots with Faye. He's got 2 kick. Interesting. So I think I don't even have to... Well, of course I do have to worry about it. But our Faye blocks it enough so Shinsuke can easily catch it. He's charged as well, doesn't use TP. But I saw Kirino out of Mixmax, which kind of scares me. But it's alright, I think we can deal with it for now. Gives it over to Faye again, over to Akuryu, who gets stopped by our other Faye this time. As the ball moves on. Over to Arthur Tenma. And an interesting sequence of events. The ball does come over to Tsurugi. A lot of weird shit happens. But in the end, Kinako sweeps up a few people. Gives it on to Tsurugi. Tsurugi shoots before Kobrex can mix max, and that's 232. So he would need 8 catch to save it, which he can't have. Meaning the 2-1. Good movement from us. He has 6 catch, as I expected. But 6 is all we need for the 2-1. I think he would have saved it with 8 catch, actually. But who the fuck plays double Torb anyways? In comes his Arthur now, and that is by far the scariest Miximax. Dribbles against Kinako very early. Sakuma was charged the last time I saw him. I do hope that is still the case. We will be able to find out. It is the case indeed. And he stops Tenma. Before he can shoot. Gives it on to Zonark. And I think the play here is to try to get away the Arthur Miximax using our Zonark, because that one is by far the scariest player on the pitch. For our Shinsuke, but there's a Torb, so we gotta let the ball go. And Tsurugi ends up catching it. This is a favorable situation for us until Tsurugi catches the ball. But it's alright because Kinako gets it back in a very promising position. Kinako forward coming through. Comes over to Faye. The question is, what do we do from here? Optimally, I'd want to wait for Toko to uncharge. We just pass it into the middle now. Place a dribbling here, and that should hit Toko as well. So if we can get the ball onto Tenma now. That is not Tenma. That is Tenma though. But he gets his Kirino out in time. Proper past 2 or S plus kick Tenma. But it's alright. Tenma dribbles once. Still has the Miximax. Oh, actually, he's bugged. Which is something that I don't necessarily mind. It lets us take out more of his Arthur Miximax by using his level 2 defense ring and dribbling right through it. Does he have any more left? No, he doesn't. Much to my contentness, the question is, where do we go from here? Kirino's moved up. Tsurugi takes the ball. But Hinako's there once again to steal the hero time. In the middle there's a Kirino. So I really don't know what to do with the ball. Got no one that can really shoot here. Torp gets on the ball. The fuck do I do with Torp? And we almost lose the ball there. We're able to get it back, very far back. Shinsuke shoots it up front. Hinako even longer. It's Kirino against Torp. Kirino passes, sadly. There's Hakuryu, has to go the roof Fei. Does pass. The question is the time enough? We've got a Mixed Max defense. Other than Kirino. But the time's not enough anyways. And with a 2-1, we do beat Kobrex and move on to the next round in the losers bracket, which will be, I believe, to be losers round 4, so the losers semi-final. Thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you again in the very next video. Bye!